Hey everyone, this is Pastor John Howe coming to you with another 5-minute look at the book. Here in recent weeks, especially after the tragedy in Israel on October 7th, there has been a lot of anti-Semitism on full display, both in politics and sadly even among professing Christians. And this is due to a heresy that has began to plague the church in the last, say, 10, 15 years called replacement theology. And in replacement theology, basically God is done with the nation of Israel. All of the unfulfilled Old Testament prophecies that have not come to pass yet have now been transferred to the church, and the church is the new Israel. And nothing could be further from the truth. One of the more popular proponents of this heresy is Pastor Steven Anderson of the Faithful Word Baptist Church in Tempe, Arizona. And, Anderson has lots of issues, lots of problems, but the worst issue with him, I think, is replacement theology. Several years ago, he made a DVD called Marching to Zion, which was completely anti-Semitic trash. He made copies of this DVD and went to Dearborn, Michigan to hand it out. And the Arabic title, when translated into English, means the lies of the Jews, the lies of the Jews. And so, there's a YouTube video of him saying that Christians are the true Israel and so forth. He got stopped by Border Patrol and told Border Patrol that he was an Israeli citizen. And when they asked to see his passport, he waved his King James Bible. And so pure insanity. But I just want to take a few moments here to remind everyone that when you go to the Bible, both Old Testament and New Testament, God is completely clear that he is not done with the nation of Israel and that someday he will restore them once again. And so I realize that right now they are enemies for the gospel's sake. They are in unbelief as far as accepting Christ as Messiah. But someday God is going to open their eyes to the truth. And Genesis 12:3 is still in the Bible. God said what he meant what he said, and he's never changed his mind. Don't forget that this covenant with Abraham was an unconditional covenant. God didn't place any strings or attachments on this covenant, and so God intends to keep the covenant that he gave to Abraham. And he said, I'll bless them that bless thee, and I will curse them that curse thee. So if you want to become an enemy of God real quick, then just mess with the nation of Israel. I believe very strongly that when you look at the United States and all the myriad of problems that we have, as far as how we have turned our back on God, and of course the Bible says the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. The reason why God's judgment has not fell on us any stronger than what it has is because of the fact that the United States politically has always aligned itself with Israel and supported Israel. And so that plus the Bible-believing remnant that's still left in this country, I believe that as long as we have those two things, God will continue to refrain from judging America like we deserve. And when you look at the blood of innocent unborn babies, our toleration and celebration of the sodomites and things like that, we certainly are a country that is worthy of judgment and ripe for judgment. But God has had mercy, and I really believe that a lot of that has to do with the friendship that we have with the nation of Israel. If you have any questions about whether or not God is going to restore Israel or not, you need to go to Romans chapter 11, read the entire chapter, and understand that what Paul says is God is going to deliver Israel once and for all. You come to Isaiah chapter 2, the first 6 or 7 verses, it's abundantly clear as far as what God's plans are for the house of Jacob. And so you align yourself against Israel at your own peril. And so I don't care what issues they have, how messed up they are on this, that, or the other. You better keep your mouth and your hands off of Israel, because that is still the chosen people of God. It is still the apple of God's eye. And he says very clearly in the book of Numbers that he has not beheld iniquity in Jacob. Well, there's plenty of iniquity to be held, but he just hasn't beheld it. And so I hope that you'll keep this in mind and that you will pray for the peace of Jerusalem, understanding that they all shall prosper that love thee. And we look forward to spending some more time with you the next time we take a 5-minute look at the book.